Algeria is a North African country, the biggest country in Africa in size, with a population over 44 million people. Algeria is bordered by Tunisia and Libya by the east side, Niger and Mali by the south, Mauritania and Western Sahara by the west, and finally Morocco. Moroccan and Algerian people are basically the same people. They have the same language accent, same cultures and traditions, same circumstances and problems. If they're so close to each other like that, why they do hate each other? Why did they took different paths in politics? To answer this, we need to look up for their both history to understand the main reason. Back in 1962, when Algeria finally declared independence from French colonization, there was a place in Algeria that Morocco claimed it was its land. This land was tinned off. At first, it wasn't really matter who takes the land because it was a literal desert, but then they found out there's oil and so many resources. So the hate and tensions risen. The main goal for France is to make these two countries hate each other. So France said, "Meh, I don't really know who's to give this land, I'll just leave." So Algeria claimed it, and after some time, Morocco declared war on Algeria, and a huge war began, as the name of the Sand War. In 1963, the war started. Let's look at the both armies. The Algerian military, recently formed from the guerrilla ranks of the FLN's National Liberation Army, ALN, was still oriented towards asymmetric warfare and had few heavy weapons. Its logistics was also complicated by its vast array of largely obsolete weapons from a number of diverse sources, including France, Germany, Czechoslovakia, and the United States. The Algerian army had ordered a large number of AMX-13 light tanks from France in 1962, but at the time of the fighting, only 12 were in service. Ironically, at least 4 AMX-13s had also been donated by Morocco a year earlier. The Soviet Union supplied Algeria with 10 T-34 tanks, but these were equipped for clearing minefields and were delivered without turrets or armament. The Algerian army also lacked trucks, aircraft, and jeeps. In 1963, the size of the Algerian army was 48,000 troops, and it had a military budget of 66 million. Morocco's armed forces were smaller, but comparatively well equipped and frequently took advantage of their superior firepower on the battlefield. They possessed 40 T-54 main battle tanks that they had purchased from the Soviet Union, 12 Su-100 tank destroyers, 17 AMX-13s, and a fleet of gun-armed Panhard EBR armored cars. Morocco also possessed modern strike aircraft, while Algeria did not. In 1963, the size of the Moroccan army was 34,143 troops, and it had a military budget of $94 million. The Algerian army was supported by the United Arab Republic, Egypt, and Cuba, while the Moroccan Royal Army was supported by NATO, France, and the United States. The Algerian National Army was tired of the Algerian Independence War, and the lack of organization they started to lose after the Battle of Hassi Beyda and Tindouf, with intense fighting around the oasis towns of Tindouf and Figuig. The Royal Moroccan Army soon crossed into Algeria in force and succeeded in taking the two border posts of Hassi Beyda and Tindouf. After a while, from indiscriminate bombing, they signed up for a peace treaty in Mali. Terms of this agreement included a reaffirmation of the previously established borders in Algeria's favor and restoration of the status quo. So Algeria got its land back, and both the countries stopped the war. So that's a reason why both countries hate each other. But there's many other reasons by history. But let's just say it's for another video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And thank you for watching.